Good to be home. I haven't played 5 of our first 8 on the road. To have 3 of our last 4 at home. We're looking forward to that. Coming off a tough game over at Hammond, we're looking forward to a home crowd. We need to get back on track, get refocused, and re-energized to come out and play well. This is a game we need to win, and one I expect us to play well in. So, it's difficult sometimes to tell on film. I knew they were very good offensively. I was impressed with the way their offensive line blocked in the running game and the passing game. The receivers went up and made plays. I knew their quarterback was a good player. Defensively, they did enough to confuse us there while they got some stops and just kept rolling offensively. And I thought they played a good game, and I thought they were a very good football team. I think both teams need to win. I think Nicholls is going to come in here kind of with the same sense of urgency that we have, and it's going to be one of those type of games. It's going to be a very hard-fought game where both teams are going to leave it all on the field, and rightfully so. That's the way it should be. So giving up a lot of points at times. They look very good in spurts. They look very impressive against Northwest. Looked very good early against Mike Neese. Much improved from last year all over. Their quarterbacks make them go. They kind of roll 2 guys in and out. But very impressed with how far they've come over the course of the last 2 years. Much better team than they were a year ago. Much improved football team. Much improved football program. First of all, you can score some. That'll stop that streak. And defensively, we had our opportunities to get off the field. Some of that you got to credit Southeast, obviously. But some of that we had some good 3rd and long situations that we didn't get off the field. So it's a combination of both.
The conference scheduling gods weren't really kind to you guys to the first 3 games. What's the attitude like in the locker room? How's morale? What's the attitude like?
Oh, we're disappointed. I mean, we're down a little bit, but that's to be expected. But that's what we do. We got all week for. It's time to refocus and regroup, and Nicholls is also coming off a big loss, so it's probably going to be the team that can rebound and refocus. I think a couple of years ago this would have concerned me a little bit more. I think we're a little older now. I think we'll regroup. We'll be fine. He was one that if he came on, it would really strengthen us, and he's done that. And Reggie's young. He's only a sophomore, and he's just gotten better and better. And I think the longer he's out there with our offense, and the longer him and Caleb are on the field together, the better they'll be. And then you throw Jordan Edwards in the mix, and Peyton McVay's catching balls, and all of our running backs are catching balls coming out of the backfield. And I think Caleb either hit 8 or 9 different players Saturday. So we got a lot of people we can throw to, but that's good. You just can't focus on one person or one phase of our throwing game. And as a group, they're doing a good job. And Reggie's definitely one of those guys. I wanted to score a touchdown. Just thought, it was 4th and short. It wasn't 4th and 12 or anything like that. Just thought we probably had about the same chances of picking it up as we did of making the field goal. Almost the same decision we had towards the end of the game previous to that. So, it was my decision. I think this week was a culmination of we didn't play very well, and we played a very good football team. We played much better in all phases in the 2 games previous to this, but we caught a very good team at a time where we didn't play well. It's a combination. So I don't want to take anything away from Southeast. I think they got a great opportunity to win this league. Proof's in the pudding. They got all the people in front of them to play. So it's a combination of that. This type of loss is much more difficult to overcome. It's something that we're going to have to just put behind us and move on. We got a lot of things to correct from that game. We had a lot of opportunities in that game that we didn't make, but we just got to move on. Sounds good to me. If that's what it takes. I think it has a lot. Like I said, it had a lot to do with Southeast, but defensively we played well before. We're still statistically a good defense, but we didn't play well against a very good offense. And again, I don't want to just sit around and talk about what we didn't do right. I want to give Southeast their credit. I think they're a much improved team. Their quarterback makes them better, and they got a chance to do some things. I think it's more to their credit than our discredit, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not going to try to compare. I'm certainly not going to say they don't. They're scoring a lot more points than they have in the last 2 years, and that's a couple of things. They got two different quarterbacks. They got one that's more of a runner than a thrower, and one that's more a little thrower than a runner. But neither one of them is just one-dimensional. You got to get ready for the whole package. They're running the ball better. They're a little more experienced up front offensively, which makes a big difference, and I think it's a little difference in our offense as well. They're just further along. They're just a team that's mature.